Morning, guys. Morning. I think my hair is finally starting to hit that color that I really, really love, which is that really rich red. And it has faded out enough that it doesn't look so red. It looks black anymore. Like, this is the color it was supposed to be, this deep, dark cherry. So I'm excited about how my hair is looking, in case you were wondering. But good morning. We're still mic'd up because it sounds pretty damn good. So I'm happy with it. I hope you're happy with the sound quality as well. What are we talking about this morning, though? This wonderful, wild Wednesday morning. The fact that my TBR has gotten a bit out of control again, you guys. If you remember, this time last year, I had a massive problem with my TBR. And so I went on a no book buying ban September, I think it was, that I did not stick to because I read a book and I immediately had to get the second book, but I only bought one book in September. I digress. It's really, TikTok is a large part of the problem. So I see TikToks with other book talkers doing reviews, recommending books, and I gotta read them. I absolutely have to fucking read them, right? They look so good. So I add them to my TBR, and I keep adding them to my TBR, and I favorite the TikTok. And then I go to the library, and at the library, I just need book 2 in this series. I just needed Stardust in Their Veins. But guess what? They also had this one on the 7-day shelf. So I had to grab that. I had to grab it, right? Everybody's talking about it. It's, I think it's about a crime podcast where shit gets a little crazy. It's a thriller. I had to pick that up. Who cares that I have to read it in the next 7 days? I had to pick it up. And then I find out that they're releasing dramatic, no, it was a TikTok of somebody that was doing a little scene from the dramatic ACOTAR, right? Because that's on Audible now. A Court of Thorn and Roses dramatic reading is all over Audible. And it sounded so good. And I was like, you know what? I have been meaning to reread A Court of Thorn and Roses. I'm going to do the Audible. I'm going to do the dramatic reading because I already own it on regular Audible and I already own it in Kindle. I'm working on getting it hopefully on Black Friday for my shelves, but I don't have the dramatic Audible. So let me go ahead and purchase the dramatic Audible, and now I'm going to add that to my TBR until it gets to a point where I am literally drowning in my own A Study in Drowning, guys. Have you heard about this one? It looks so good. I'm waiting on my library to get it because my library doesn't have it right now. And that's the only reason why it's not over here on this shelf and my shelf is stacked to here. But I want to read A Study in Drowning really badly. It's high on my TBR. But I'm drowning in my own TBR. Does anyone else have this problem? Please tell me I am not the only person drowning in their TBR. Because I am. I gotta do something. I have to stop buying books. I have to stop getting more books from the library. I have to stop downloading books from Kindle Unlimited. I have 11 books currently checked out from Kindle Unlimited. I want to read all of them. All of them. But then I see another Kindle Unlimited book that I want to read. And I'm like maxed out. And I'm just like, now I'm at the point where I'm screenshotting Kindle Unlimited books because I'm full of Kindle Unlimited books. But as soon as I finish one, I go to my screenshots and I drop the next one in and return the other one. It's such a problem. It's such a problem, and I can't read fast enough. And I was telling my husband the other night, in a weak moment, that one of my biggest fears in this world is dying before I finish my TBR. Like, I don't want to die and not finish all of these books because I want to read all of them so badly. So then that keeps me up at night reading. It's such a vicious circle. Am I the only person? Am I the only person here that is frantically reading at 2 o'clock in the morning because they have to know what happens before they kick the bucket? I think that's just me. I think that's on anxiety, but that's not for this channel. That's for the therapist. Who knows? I'm just saying my TBR is a little out of control right now. So if you have any book recommendations, keep it to yourself. I don't normally say this, but keep it to yourself because I am easily 100 books deep in TBR. Easily 100 books. And they're constantly changing position too. I'll be like, oh, I'm going to read that next. And then I'll be like, nope, this looks really good. And it slowly bumps down the next book until books that I really actually do want to read end up kind of near the bottom because it's been so long since I saw something about them. You guys, what are you doing with your TBR? I saw this lady, she had a book cart, like one of those little metal carts, and she was like, this is my TBR cart. Y'all, there was probably 25 books on that cart. I wanted to be like, your TBR is 25 books long? How? I can think of 25 books off the top of my head right now that I own that I haven't read yet that aren't even anywhere near the top of my TBR. So, I think it might just be a me thing. I'm hoping not. Please comment down below if you are also drowning in your own TBR. TBR is to be read. I didn't say that in the beginning. I think anybody who is on a booktube channel like mine knows that TBR is to be read, but I'm not judging. So if you didn't know what TBR stood for, it means to be read. It is the books that you have scheduled for yourself. And I do mean scheduled because I have a schedule of what's being read when. And I try to stick to it. But every now and then, something great will pop in. Like this. And I was not expecting it. I had put it on hold on my Libby app. And it had like 42 people ahead of me. So I was like, I've got a few months before I'm going to get to that. Walk in to pick up a hold that I had on that Laura Sebastian book. And look what is sitting on the counter. So she jumped like a bunch of books in line because I can only have it for 7 days because it's a new release. So yeah. I'm just going to keep swimming. Just keep swimming through this TBR. And I would love to say I'm going to do a notebook buy, but no, it's not going to happen. Plus, Divine Rivals book 2 is coming out next month in December, and I am fucking hyped for that. I loved Divine Rivals. I thought it was excellent for, I don't know if it's considered YA fantasy. It's definitely fantasy, but I don't think it was YA. It may have been. I'm not sure. Sometimes with fantasy, the lines get a little bit wavy as far as if it's YA or not, because a lot of fantasy books star a 17-year-old girl or 19-year-old girl, you know what I mean? So it is what it is. But yeah, that is all I've got for today. It was a lot, but I needed to unpack on somebody. Right? And who to unpack on but you guys. And hopefully get some sympathy. Maybe you guys also have an out of control TBR that you want to talk about. What's some of the stuff on your TBR? I could give you a laundry list. I mean, it is insane. Completely insane. But I am doing a ACOTAR dramatic reading walkthrough. I'm going to do that, I think, in the mornings. And that's going to be my designated time where I'm going to do that. So that I will have that done probably around the beginning of or at the beginning of December, I can reread Crescent City Book 1 and 2 around Christmas. Be ready for Crescent City Book 3 to drop in January. I'm not doing a Throne of Glass reread just yet because I just read Throne of Glass a few months ago. And it is gorgeous. It is amazing, but it is a lot and it is lengthy, and I'm just not ready for that commitment yet. But I am going to try to get some of the books on Black Friday. So there you go. I will hopefully have a Black Friday book haul for you guys next week if I find a good deal. If I don't find a good deal, there will be no book haul. I love you guys so much. Thanks for liking, subscribing, and commenting. And I hope you're liking the new microphones. Talk to you later. Bye.